It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And right away, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Not only a fumble lost there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. This is intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover.
Tackle made at his...
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
We got 4. We got 4. Whip. Watch the whip. Shoot.
On second down now, it's Patterson, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score. Chiefs 7, Colts 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
On first down, Hines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Hines. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Complete to nothing.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Blankenship on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Attack, attack. Right over there,
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And 58's the Mike. Well, 58's the Mike. Check, 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 check. 58's the Mike, 58. 58's the Mike. Hey, 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 hey.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Edwards-Helaire. The tackle there by George Odom.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Attack, attack. Taller. 58's the Mike. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. 58.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
3-yard line.
They run with Patterson. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
The 21-yard line.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
That's it, baby. Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Oh, ladies. Four down. Check. Four down.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark.
Mahomes pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rush in.
On 3rd down, Patterson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 41-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on that.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the three is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
This is Hines. They find some open field here. The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
Ties the game at 10.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
For Indianapolis.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Colts.
To throw, it's Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Chiefs' 7-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. They run with Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Score, Colts 17. Chiefs.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's 3rd and short.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 6. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he'll let this one go deep for... He's got it at the 15. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fielded in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On play action, Wentz. It's caught, Nelson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down.
They run the counter. Hines. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On play action, it's Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now a toss play. It's Hines. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
It's a loss of 2 yards.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
27-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Colts pick it up.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Colts 27, Chiefs 10. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Patterson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a Kansas City Chiefs.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. We got three. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he returns this to the 22.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 3. Now it's Hines. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
Number 83.
A big play there for Indy. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try the left side. It's Hines. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Makes the score. Colts.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs take over.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. On first down, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And got his man complete. A big play there for KC. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson.
Complete.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Colts' 31-yard line.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Coming for you. Go. Check. Yellow. Check.
Now Mahomes. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Lets it go for Nelson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
J.J. Nelson.
J.J. Nelson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41. Chiefs, 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will